So welcome back, folks. So thanks for joining me. So I'm back in the Lake District, and something a bit different for this one. Today I'm joining Green Man Survival here on the shores of Lake Windermere. James, the owner, founder of Green Man Survival, Survival and Bushcraft School, very kindly reached out a few weeks ago and invited me up to his site just to check out what they do and do a bit of permission wild camping on their site, which is absolutely stunning 45 acre ancient woodland, and we'll see a bit more of that later in the video. We're just going to have a quick chat with James, and then we're going to follow a course. He's got a young family out here this morning, learn some survival and bushcraft techniques, and we'll just cover a bit of that, and then we'll get out and enjoy this beautiful location. Right, well, welcome back, guys. So I'm with James from Green Man Survival. So James has very kindly invited me over to his site here, which it's a 45 acre ancient woodland right on the shores of Lake Windermere. Absolutely stunning location. But a bit later we're going to go out with a local family, and James is going to teach them a few basic survival skills, bushcraft skills. But yeah, just tell me a bit about the school, James. You know, what are you into? What motivates you?
Yeah, so I set up Green Man Survival about a year and a half ago now, after working as an outdoor instructor and teaching these skills for other people. And it was all really about reality-based survival training in an outdoor setting, using primitive skills and modern skills and moulding those together.
Yeah.
And really teaching skills that have been tried and tested on expeditions that I've been on, and running trips and working as an outdoor instructor for the last 15 years. So moving away a little bit from maybe the spoon carving side of things and more to what we can really use and utilise whilst we're on a trip.
So who are your influences? Who would you say has influenced you?
Yeah, lots of people I owe credit to for sort of taking me under their wing. A lot of guys at survival school. I've done a lot of training with them, who really sort of upped the bar for me and set that bar at a really good level of instruction. A lot of books from people like who I've studied for a long time and read about it, watched a bit on YouTube, gone and practiced it in the woods. And a lot of the top sort of guys like Dave Canterbury out in the US, Alan Kay, Paul Kirtley, Ray Mears, obviously a huge influence when I was a kid. Lofty Wiseman, SCS Survival Handbook, and that's kind of where it all began really, was reading the survival handbook.
Sort of grown from there.
Yeah, reading it as a little kid, going out fishing and snaring rabbits and all that kind of stuff.
Brilliant. So we've got a young family in today. What type of things are you going to be showing them?
So yeah, it all comes down to the core really of core body temperature and water. So firelighting, shelter building, the importance of carrying shelter as well as making it, and the reality again of creating a shelter from the landscape takes a long time, and hopefully they understand that it's a lot of work. Some firelighting skills which are reliable in the UK, basic tool use, bit of water purification, the importance of that, never trust the water source in the UK, a little bit of foraging.
So it's basically a whole introduction into outdoor living skills, you know, so somebody that's never, you know, had any experience of it at all, give them a basic grounding insight into what's required to survive, say, in the UK.
Yeah, you hope that it opens their eyes a little bit, and maybe lights a spark within them to learn some more stuff, and then maybe come back on a full day course or a 2 day course or something like that.
So what other courses do you cover? Is, you know?
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff I offer is kind of bespoke. So if the client wants a 24-hour experience, we can offer that. But on our website, greenmansurvival.co.uk, we have everything from half-day family bushcraft kind of experiences, which we get a lot of couples, things like that on. Full day, which is, we throw as much into a full day course as we possibly can. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming of information, but really trying to pack it in. And we do 48, which is a 2 day experience. Everything else is really a bolt onto that. So we do a tracking course, a full day of firelighting. Firelighting's a huge subject. And fit it into an hour-long session is really quite difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and on that full day firelighting, it's really is identifying your materials and really owning the skill. which I'm quite passionate about. People that come on a course that they'll really own something. We do a lot of mountain survival in the Lake District. You know, massive range of mountains right behind us.
Stunning place.
Yeah, it's spot for choice really, for locations.
Gorgeous.
And tracking, mountains, firelighting, traps and snares, full day of food procurement, protein procurement, which a lot of that really is tool use. To be honest with you, and natural cordage, and holds everything together. And then some adventures and guided walks. But everything has survival.
So you could pretty much tailor as well a course to a customer's, client's needs.
Yeah, I've had that a lot, where they want to do a day in the woods and a day in the mountains, and an overnight. So we'll leave here and we'll travel together, go into the mountains for the day. You know, as a mountain leader, a big part of that is navigation, and really that's what mountain survival's about. Navigation and core body temperature.
Excellent, brilliant. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, James.
No problem.
And thank you very much for inviting me up here. But you're just going to run through a few skills with me now, aren't you? Going to couple demonstrations and then and explore the rest of this site. But absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. Split that without having to smack a knife through it.
Yeah.
All we've got is that. So for me, we'll cut halfway through.
Yeah.
Vibration white finger doing this.
I used to be annoying.
Whoa.
That's right.
There it goes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm after.
Yeah.
Now, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Classic. Brilliant. Yeah. Excellent.
All the way up. You also need rough stuff at one end, so I'll put my first few feathers. I'm putting big feathers in, because that's going to give me that burn time that I need to ignite the twigs. I'm then going to get finer and finer and finer until the very ones at the end now are really fine little feathers. And all I'm doing is just changing the pressure as I'm coming down on my blade to make those little bugles and those curls. Okay, so a good feather stick should look a little bit like that. If we angle the knife one way, the feathers will go that way. If I bring my knife this way, the feathers will go the other way. You know, and sometimes it'll be first time, sometimes it won't, and it'll just be a bit of a faff. But there we go. And then just angle that upwards, because fire likes to climb. All right. So you've got to sort of manipulate it. Once it's strong, now I get it in my lay and I get more feather sticks on top.
Wow, yeah. Look at that.
It's going like mad. So a load more there, twigs on top, and away we go. I'm going to imagine we've got a line running from about there, an imaginary line all the way
a
down.
bit closer. Closer together. You've got to come a bit further down with them on them.
That's it. The trick is, it's just as soon as you pick something up, make it big.
Yeah. That's it. That one go there.
So if we kick them out a little bit and lean them, so they're roughly level with the top of that shelter.
Lean them out a little bit, so then like need to be like that.
That's it. All of this stuff was found pretty much there.
Yeah.
Which is another one of the keys really. If I'm lost in the woods and I'm thinking I'm going to be spending the night, I'll keep moving until I come to the perfect location where I've got all my materials, And as soon as I came into this section of woodland, I looked and I was like, this is where I'll be building a shelter. All this really is just going to help those leaves not fall through, If we didn't have any leaves and we only had bracken, it does make a great thatch. But you do need a...
What's it like in there?
Really dark.
Really dark?
That's what we want. That's what we want. When you do this kind of stuff, you get really precious about your knife. You don't want to dull the edge. Yeah, good. I'm also looking for an egg sac as well. This doesn't have an egg sac, it's growing from like a root. If it grew from an egg sac, it's part of the Amanita family, which will kill you. So you know the one with the red top and the white dots on it? That's Amanita muscaria. It's its Latin botanical name. And the reason it has those dots on the top is as the mushroom grows out of the egg sac is white, but the mushroom is red. As it comes through the egg sac, the little white bits of the egg sac stick to the top of the mushroom. And that's what those dots are. You can just peel the dots off. In the rain it'll wash the dots off because it's just the egg sac that's on there.
Wow.
If it grows from an egg sac, ooh, bad news.
This looks like a good spot, nice and flat by the water's edge. Everyone's gone home now, so I'm going to get camp set up. I'm going to set the hammock up, probably go between these two here. Job's a good one. Well, bake spuds are in the fire. Hammock's all set up. We've got some more water on the boil. Just gonna have a nice chilled one on this camp. Bushcraft glamping. So you have some baked spuds and some chili con carne. Just relax and enjoy this beautiful location. This is what it's all about. Enjoying beautiful locations like this. Can't beat it. Hot coffee, hot croissants, strawberry jam. Lovely. Good morning, folks. Had a really lovely evening last night. It was so nice to be able to camp somewhere where you know you got permission, you can have the fire, have your lanterns on, use your head torch, not only when you just have to, without worrying about anybody coming to disturb you and telling you to move on. So it was a really lovely chilled out evening, really chilled out camp. Slept pretty well in a hammock, had another decent night in a hammock. Just used the jungle bag, snug pack jungle bag, and partially inflated the down mat. There's a bit of insulation as I haven't got a dedicated underquilt. Did wake up a couple of times in the night where it slipped from under me and had a few cold spots, so I think I'm gonna have to get a proper underquilt. So any suggestions, guys, please let me know in the comments. Love to hear. Nothing too expensive, but something that you could recommend. So yeah, I've had a fantastic time, had my breakfast, had my coffee. I'm just going to make sure the fire's put out properly and sort that out so nobody will know I've been here, and then pack up, tidy up, and head out of here. So yeah, all packed away, tidied up, put back to the way it was, whether it's a permission camp or any other camp. Try and leave it as you find it. Down there, that's where I had the fire pit. Up there, that's where the hammock was strung up. So yeah, I've had an absolutely fantastic time here back in the Lake District. Massive thank you to James, Green Man Survival, for inviting me up here. I've learnt a lot, had a great time. It's just highlighted to me how much I don't know, how much I still need to learn. So, but if you're in the area, come and check out Green Man Survival. If you want to learn some bushcraft skills, outdoor living survival skills, highly recommend him. I'm sure we'll meet again. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm going to get myself out of here, head off home. So until the next one, take care. I'll see you again soon.